Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is Mr. Shakespeare-Lovely, and I'm here today on the 21st of December 2022 with psychic medium and remote viewer Liz Cross, who is lovely.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't know that Shakespeare now had a double-barreled surname.
Just for today.
Just for today. Okay, great. Now, I don't know what this is. I have no idea. So take it away, Mr. Shakes. Mr. Shakes love.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to wish I never started all this now. Anyway, so this is a probe on Tether, but it's not your usual probe, and it's something that's very left field and very interesting, actually. I can't take credit for it. It's actually a dream that Jsnip4 has had recently about Tether, but it sort of piques my interest because it's something that I don't think most people have thought about, and yet it sort of could happen, maybe. I don't know. Right. So I need you, Liz, before I go into this, I need you to grab either CoinGecko and Tether on CoinGecko, or I'll put Tether's website up and you can grab it from there. But you need to have a connection either way with Tether, please.
Okay. I've got Tether now.
Okay. How's it doing today? Because I always seem to ask that.
Yeah, it's very friendly.
Okay. Right. So I'll tell you what the dream is. Basically, Jsnip4 has had a dream about him looking at a chart for Tether and seeing its price go to somewhere in the $6 to $8 range. Now, that's not impossible, but on the face of it, it's highly unlikely. But on the other hand, and I'll tell you why he thinks that could happen, or in his dream, he said that could be the result of the elites buying a large amount of cryptocurrency at a discounted price using Tether as their means to doing so. Now, that bit, on the face of it, could happen. Could. So we need to take the problem with the timeline. There is no timeline on Jsnip4's dream. But if this is correct, you know, what a way of buying cheap. He's right in his analysis of his own dream insofar as what a great way of buying discounted crypto.
I totally don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay, well, that's fine. It's better if you don't. Okay. Right. I need you to take Tether out a year, please.
Okay, so today is the 21st of December. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah, all the holidays. Okay, so Tether, December 21st, 2023, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What would you like to know?
As the price of Tether, the dollar price of Tether, exceeded $2 at any time in the last year.
Has the price of Tether exceeded $2 at any time in the past year? No.
Okay. Take Tether out to the same date in 2025.
Okay, December 21st, 2025, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay.
Same question. Has Tether at any time since December 2022 exceeded $2 in price?
At any time since December 2022 have you exceeded more than $2 in price? No.
Has he exceeded more than $1.50?
Have you gone higher than $1.50? No.
$1.25.
$1.25? No.
$1.10.
$1.10? I do feel like it goes above $1, but not by much.
Okay. Right. Well, that's pretty much paid to Tether being used as an on-ramp to buy cryptos cheaply. I mean, on the face of it, if Tether did get to those pricing levels, then yeah, the rest of his dream would pan out as he has said, insofar as his analysis would pan out. You really would be able to use, it'd be a bit like buying, 6 to 8 times. So it'd be a bit like buying Tether at 15 cents now and then being able to sell it for $1, that type of thing. I'll sell you all the tether you want at 15 cents and you go around and sell it back out at the market price of $1. It'll be the equivalent of that. Now, we've probed Tether out. I don't know if we've done it quite so far out. And we were more concerned about it dropping out. Did it go below 90 cents at any time? And the answer came back on the timelines that we were probing as no. So it was holding itself as the stable coin that it's supposed to be. We've also done recent probes where we found out who's potentially backing Tether now, which is another good thing. But it looks like on the face of it, this is one that is not going to come to pass.
Right. And that's a shame, because we would love for the elites to come in and snap up a load of crypto. That will certainly make the crypto market go a lot higher. What is interesting to me is the fact that here in the USA, Fidelity, which is a huge brokerage firm, are now opening crypto accounts, and you can buy Bitcoin with those crypto accounts, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm wondering if this is actually going to really drive the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum upwards.
Well, Fidelity is a huge player.
Big, huge.
They have, and they have billions under control, under asset management. Interestingly, the Bank of International Settlements has recently come out, the BIS, which is the central bank's bank, if you like, have recently come out and said that cryptos can be on the bank's balance sheet. I think it's about 2% or something maximum. And that's as of January 2025. So cryptos is a thing. Banks are going to be able to hold them on their balance sheet in the same way they hold gold and things.
I'm wondering if then the banks take control of crypto.
Probably. Well,
and these little
either banks or, banks or, something like that, because cryptos are going to be, we know this from other probes, but we know that cryptos is going to be highly regulated and a lot won't survive. And the ones that do will go under the conservatorship of the major financial institutions. And for some people, a lot of people, that's going to be a real good thing, Now, does that mean you're going to have the massive, great big spikes and the volatility and the profit opportunity? No, you're not. No, not when they control it.
Oh, no, because, I use Fidelity myself. I love Fidelity. Not promoting anybody. I like it because their app is really easy to use. That's why I love it, right? I need something that's really easy. but once these stock markets and these big exchanges get hold of crypto, that's where, the stock market, you don't see these massive jumps in prices. You
No.
only see very small percentages. And yeah, you see, occasionally you'll have a day where it gains like 4, 5, maybe 8%.
Which is
And
huge.
yeah, that is huge. And then you'll see sometimes, a lot of times, it'll lose like, 1, 2, 3%. But there's not going to be these wild swings that the crypto market can have right now. And so once the shift over into these massive banks and brokerages that take hold of the crypto trading, it's going to be like any other stock or commodity or bond or whatever. It's just going to be the same. So maybe that is the massive disruption, because I've always seen some huge disruption with cryptos. And I've been saying that for years. Some of you that have been following me for years have heard me say that. As we got closer to the energy at the beginning of last year, I said, I see something going on with the exchanges. I see like there's a hacking, or the exchanges are disappearing, or the money's disappearing off the exchange. And now look, and we're at the end of 2022, and that's what we're seeing. And a lot of these smaller exchanges are filing for bankruptcy. You got large exchanges like Celsius, FTX that have gone bust. You've got Gemini, which is teetering on the brink of going bankrupt. So, but if the big players say, okay, now we take over because we can pass the regulatory standards that are required. And you have to understand, okay, because I've done readings for developers of cryptos. The amount of money it takes to regulate these coins, it's not chump change. You're talking 25 to 50 million, even up to $100 million to pass the regulation standards. And only a company like Fidelity, Ameritrade, Schwab, those big companies can do that, right? They have the money to throw around. And the cryptos, the teams, the developers, unless they're constantly pumping the coin, Digibyte, they're not, they're trying to raise the money off of their subscribers, their buyers of the coin, to pass the the regulations. Now they're all thinking that we need to be ISO 2022 or 20022 compliant, and they believe that they're doing so. That's going to make them, pass the regulations. But as I'm saying that, Spirit are giving me a huge no. I don't feel that the ISO 20022 compliancy will have anything to do with matching regulatory demands. So this is where we're probably going to see this whole shift. Now, when the shift in regulation occurs and these big conglomerates, financial companies take cryptos over, they're not going to be using these little chump change coins, right? I just don't see that. So this could be where I've always seen cryptos going up in smoke. I think that they're only going to stick with the big players, and that's it. So I believe that's what is to come. Now, maybe it's these big companies that buy a load of Tether to then purchase Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I actually believe they'll do it another way. Spirit are telling me they're going to do it another way. They're going to get they're going to do away with having to use Tether and all that stuff. And believe me, they have the money. They will find a way. So something big is going to happen. Something big. Anything else, Mr.
Well,
Shake?
only whilst I've got you here and whilst we're in crypto mode and whilst we've got CoinGecko, one of our members on Discord did ask me about the future of a particular exchange, which I hadn't actually heard about. I don't use it, but so this is BitGet. Apparently they've been going for 6 years and they're registered in Singapore. So can you get a connection with BitGet, please?
Yes.
Can you put it out till the end of the next year?
Okay, so December 21st, 2023, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What would you like to know?
How's it doing?
It's doing pretty bad.
Has it had any major systemic failure or point of bankruptcy or anything, major happen untoward in the last 12 months?
Yeah, anything major untoward happen in the past 12 months? Yes.
Okay. What and when?
I feel around June or the summertime for us, in the, this side of the hemisphere, northern hemisphere, northern hemisphere. I feel like there is a massive disruption. There's a massive hacking, something happens.
Right.
It's a massive upset. And they can't recover from that. They're struggling.
Right. Okay. All right. That's all we need to know, actually.
Okay, great. I'll stop this one here. If anybody wants to have access to exclusive content, you need to go to Patreon /remote viewing and beyond. Thank you very much.